Hello my friends, how's everyone doing today? This is Sherry and my channel is Turquoise Dreaming. I'm so glad you're here. I am making some ephemera and kind of using my happy mail that I recently got for my birthday and through other things. And I also am just kind of cleaning up. So I was doing a lot of crafting behind the scenes. So I'm going to show you, I would like to show you what I made, and I'm going to show you, we're going to finish up and use some things up today. So let me show you what I've done. So I took the wrapping paper from Maria's Happy Mail and I used it all up. That was kind of my goal, just to see what I could make out of it, and I just made a bunch of things here. So let me show you. I'm just going to put it on top of this for a second. But I made some journaling cards. So, and even though the paper may have been a little like wrinkled, I just smoothed it out with my hands. I didn't iron it or anything, and just used it the way it was because it, first of all, it's vintage wrapping paper, and second of all, I wanted that shabby chic look out of this. You know, it's just a perfect pattern for a shabby chic look. So I don't know if you can see it on here, but there's some lines there where the paper was folded. I just spread it out, cut out. I actually glued on cards and then cut them out and then rounded the corners. But yeah, you can see the little lines and things from where it was folded, but that didn't bother me one bit at all. Like 100% not bothered by that, because I like the shabby chic look of these. So that, let's see, here's a couple more drawing cards. So all those were drawing cards. I've got them backed on different, well, this is the file folder, and this is just a piece of craft colored cardstock. So those are the journaling cards, and then we're going to finish this one off together. I did all of these the same except for this one. I used this is vintage sheet, sheet strips torn from a sheet. And then this little eyelash yarn was from Maria's Happy Mail. And so I just put a piece around there and topped it off like that. So these are tags. And most of these I've just used the vintage sheets. I think on all of these had the rosy kind of vintage sheet as a topper. So I used two pieces, one for this little strip here, and I took another strip and tied a little bow around it. So that's what all of these are. Several here. And it took me a while to do all this. One night I just, stayed up late and did it all in one night. And it was a lot of fun. Here's a big one. These are, a little bit smaller. This is a bigger one. You can see my hand. Probably about 7 inches maybe. But look how pretty that is. With the topper and everything. So I like to show you these videos of things I've worked on behind the scenes, so that you can, they're simple, but look how pretty these are. I know I can put them in journals and they can be written on the back. These have, this is craft colored cardstock, and most of these are file folder, but here's one where I just had a scrap. I was still using up my scraps that I showed you from my scrap box. All the file folder scraps, that's what all these are from. I didn't cut up any new file folder pieces or any new, cardstock. This is all the scraps still that I'm trying to use up. There's a piece of white on that one. And these are just glue. They're not sewn around or anything. I used my permanent glue stick on these. So really, really came out nice. And whoops, let me turn that one over. Or these two over. Let's see what else. Okay, here's a big journaling card here, a big square. A lot of them I made a little bit like 3x4, almost that size, and this one's a kind of a bigger square. I was thinking this could be a pocket too if I wanted it to. Here's another one. Here's another tag, a big kind of long, narrow one. This is the tallest one. There's the vintage sheets on that one. And then I made a couple, was it a couple or one? Just one. Just one page. So this can be a page. I used up a bigger piece here. I wanted to do at least one page. And so we've got a page, and I can, if I need to, cut it down when it comes right down to putting it into a journal. I'm going to hope to save it, though, for a journal it'll fit in. But this is just to show you, or just to let you know what kind of piece I used on here. It's just 5 3/4 inches wide. So 6 inch, it would fit in like a 6 inch wide journal. And then it is 8 inches tall. So 8 1/4 type inch tall journal. So I made 1 page. Okay, so that's all the wrapping paper. And then here's all the rest of the Happy Mail pieces, I think. No, I haven't used the playing cards for Maria yet. I have those over there, and the book. Although I did use 1 page of the book. I think I used 1 page in here. Did I use 1 page in here? I think I did. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I may not be able to find it real quick. I'll have to show you when I do the flip through. If it's in here. I don't even know if it's in here. Yeah, I don't know. I used 1 page for something. I thought it was in there, but I can't find it right now. So, let's finish off this one. So all I was doing was, this has got the white on the back. Like I said, I was using up scraps. And then this, I'm going to go ahead. I just punched a hole. And try to get it in the middle. And, I kind of, sometimes I look at something and I'm like, well, I'm not going to punch a hole. It's so pretty just the way it is. But then I end up punching a hole and doing a topper. So here's a piece of the vintage sheet. This is the last piece I have with the roses on it. I may have some more I have in my eBay shop if you do want any vintage sheet bundles. I do have some in my eBay shop. And I have actually also just a strip of vintage sheets wrapped around a wooden clothespin, separate in a separate listing. So depending on how you want to go, you just want a little strip to have fun with, or if you want a whole bundle, both those listings are in my shop. But I was going to say, I can go ahead and I can always go and grab one of my own bundles if I want. I think I have. I don't know. I have to go see what I have, but I may have some of this in one of my bundles or some of my bundles. I'm not sure. So let's see. I need scissors and to cut a piece of this. This is about how, I don't like it any thicker than this for a topper because it just gets too bulky. So this is like about 1/2 inch wide, I would say, a good 1/2 inch. And then for the little piece that just is a long piece, I don't need it very long. So I'm just going to cut a little angle here and put that through. Finish this off. So yeah, I just been in a really ephemera making mood lately. So that's what I've been doing. See, there's that. It just looks so pretty with a vintage sheet on there. And then here's a piece. There's the rest of Maria's that she sent me, wrapped around. She used this as a wrapped around her goodies. So anyway, this I need a longer piece because I need to tie a bow. So I usually cut it. I usually try to cut it a little longer than I think I need because I usually cut it too short. So yeah. So this is really pretty. The colors go. This is kind of a mauve-y, like a dark mauve, or a rosy kind of purplish color, but it goes well with this wrapping paper. That's why she used it, I'm sure. And then it also goes well with the colors in these vintage sheets. So then I'm just gonna tie this around here. This also stays on really nicely too by the time you tie this. I need to make my bow big enough so I can get around here. And it's a little hard it's a little fiddly to tie this this little thin piece of yarn, but I will get it here in a second. Do I have it? Yep, nope. Yeah. Let me try again. So I hope y'all are doing good and having some time to do whatever you like to do in your spare time, like craft or whatever it is you like to do. Why can't I get that through there? Because it's a little thin string that I can't With all the little yarns too, it's hard to see or hard to figure out what to pull on. Okay, I'm gonna get it this time. You know, I'm not making my bow. I'm restricting myself too much, I think, because I'm getting my bow confused with the piece I have to pull through. Okay, I think I got it this time. Yes, ma'am. There it is. Okay, that was my problem. I was making that. That's why I have to make, especially something like this. That's so thin. I need to make it a little longer. Yeah, I usually use ribbons, so I'm not used to using this little thin. I use a lot of, when I make a fluffy tassel, I like to use this kind of eyelash yarn in there too. It really adds nice texture to fluffy tassels where you're using ribbons and maybe some rickrack. Some of this eyelash yarn makes for a really pretty tassel. So the other thing I was working on behind the scenes is I showed you in a video where I showed you some Dollar Tree things. Let's see, I don't want to get this confused here. I think I did get it confused already. Oh, you know what? I was going to put this on one of the, yeah, let me hold that right there. I'm going to put that on one of the journaling cards here. Let me see that. Where's that big one? That big square one. Let me find that real quick. Let's see, is this it right here? Here we go. That's a little project we're going to do in a minute. Okay, so then I took the little heart chandelier that I got after, you know, around the end, you know, when Valentine was pretty much here. And I went back to Dollar Tree one more time before everything was gone, and I got a couple of those Valentine chandeliers anyway, and the actual window clings. So I went ahead, because I was going to put them away, and I was like, you know, they take up so much room. They're in a big package, like the window clings is on that big sheet, and then, you know, the chandelier was in another big package, and I wanted it smaller. So I just went ahead and cut out everything from both. Like this is from the window clings, and I just cut it out with the backing. I figured if I want to use it as a sticker later, I will just take the backing off. But for right now, I left it on, and I can just use it like this. And then I was sitting here thinking, wouldn't these be cute as tags? And I made this, took one of the little hearts from, this is from the window clings, and I believe, yeah, it has that paper on the back from the window clings, and just punched a hole in it after I cut it out, you know. Punched a hole in it and put a little piece of the sheet there and the eyelash yarn. And isn't that the cutest little tag? I think it's adorable. And so here's the rest of those. Like this is from the chandelier, and you can kind of tell the ones from the window clings have a little sparkle on them. So they're just all here. I just left the backing on all of them and cut them all out. Now there was a couple that I put away in my Valentine stuff because they're so super Valentine-y, but you see how these just have patterns on them. So I don't feel like they're as Valentine-y, they're just pretty hearts. So I'm going to leave these out to use during the year in whatever journal I think they might go in. So those were a lot of fun to cut out. Here's the chandelier hearts. Just cut those out of the, or actually I just had to undo them from the chandelier, so you get the picture. All of this is from those two things. So, and I want to make some more of these tags. We're not going to make these today, but I wanted to show you in case you have the window clings, or you could do this with the little chandelier hearts too. Make some little tags. I think they're just so cute, those little heart tags. Adorable. And then the main big heart from the chandelier, I took, you know, there's two pieces because they cross, you know, when you put it together, if you were going to use it as a chandelier. So I took those and just took my paper punches. I have these two tag punches that look like this with this top, and I'm sure some of you all have those. Same punches. These are the first, couple of the first paper punches I ever bought when I started junk journaling. I just thought these were so cute, and I still do. I still love them. But yeah, I just punched out, like the other one that I already used, because I had about two of them, I punched hearts and something else, so maybe some stars out of those, with those paper punches, heart paper punch and star paper punch. These are the two little hearts that are not a whole heart on the chandelier, and I just love those little patterns there. And then here are the rest of the, and I didn't really worry about the words, except, you know, you can see it's just parts of words, but I think it's still pretty. I like it like that. I think they're cute. And then, but I did, you know, the word happy fit on one of these tags, so I punched out the word happy on, at least on one side. And here's another. The happy was in a couple of different places. So I got the word happy on a couple. I got the word happy on 4 of them. And then the rest are just, you know, parts of words. But I think, I don't know, somehow that's really cute, I think. And so I can also put, you know, if I want to, I don't have to put a topper on these. I went ahead and punched the hole, but I thought I would leave them like this for now and decide later if I want to put a topper or if I want to make it into a little tuck spot, you know. It could be really cute to put a couple of these on a page and make them into little tuck spots, or you could put them this way and make a pocket, you know. So yeah, I'm going to leave my options open for those. So let's go ahead. Oh, a couple more things from the Happy Mail things. So these 2 pictures here I got in Happy Mail, and I went ahead and backed again with some of my cardstock that I was using up. This looks like scrapbook paper cardstock. You know, it's a I don't know what color, it's goldish color, but anyway, this is the whole picture, and I just kind of rounded the corners and left this white on either side. And I think it looks like a cute, like, black and white picture now. I mean, it did before, but now it's got, you know, cardstock on the back, so it's, you know, solid, like you could write on the back as a journaling card. And this one, I used up this piece of file folder and just kind of centered this little photo and the boys playing marbles. And so it's a cute little, I like it squared off because it looks like a picture, even though, I mean, you can make it look more like a picture if you put, I've done this before, maybe you've seen me or, you know, saw the ones I did, but I put a black photo mat behind it, you know, cardstock, and it looked like a picture. Or you can put white too. I just, you know, was using up my scraps, so I used this one. And then this was another little piece that was in the Happy Mail, and I thought it was really cute. I thought it was really cool with the ledger, but I went ahead and cut it here, so it would be 2 pieces, like 2, kind of like, you know, kind of like tags. I'm not going to punch a hole or anything, but they're kind of like, you know, tags you can write on, made of ledger. But this is how they were. They're already cardstock, and they were already ledger, so I just thought they were really cute, just like this. Now I can add a little decoration on here, but I want something vintagey, and I don't know if I have anything out right now. We might grab something before this over, or I might find something before this over. So I'm going to leave these out in case I find something to decorate with these, like put a little something on here. We'll see. But I had left this little drawing. This is squared off one. I forgot I left it here on purpose. And I want to put this. This is a little scrap I had here that I had from something, from a journal or whatever. I hadn't put it away. So I thought I would glue this on here as a tab. Use it up that way. Because I was like, I got to either use it or lose it type of thing. Because it's just a little, you know. I do actually have a little bin full of things, like just like this, that I made out of scraps, and you know, it's just labeled tabs, and it's just little pieces like this. So, and I do use them once in a while, but this one was here out on my desk just from recent journal, you know, and ephemera making. So I put a little glue on there and glue this on the top of here as a little tab, and the color, of course, went so well with this wrapping paper. So I thought, why not? So I'm just gluing that kind of hopefully in the center. Not measuring or anything, of course. But yeah. And I just used my Fabri-Tac to glue it down. We got cardstock over wrapping paper. And on the back is, you know, cardstock. So, and then this little button I got in Happy Mail. So I'm going to put that here as a further decoration for this. I'm going to call it a drawing card. It could still be a pocket, or yeah, so I think this looks nice on here. Very cute. And so I'm going to let that dry, but there we go. Very vintage looking. And then I had these three they're coin envelopes. I had these out here, and I was like, here is, like I already showed you, some of the Happy Mail I can use to decorate things. So we're going to look through there for some things to decorate the ledger. But I thought, I cut these down last night and getting ready. Well, I was going to just do it. I thought, let me just, you know, do this on video, finishing up this, because I think the last two nights this week I was working on ephemera. I know 2 nights I was tired. Or one night I was tired at least, and just went to bed. Like, I need some rest. It's been really busy at work. And I did stay up kind of late, a couple of nights crafting. I was like, oh, I really should get a little bit more sleep tonight. But yeah. So yeah, I just cut these to fit like this on here, kind of centered with a little frame. And I made sure I got the 3 pieces I got all in Happy Mail. And I really liked these 2 tags on here with a little bit of printing and whatever's on there. I just thought that was so pretty, so I made sure to cut around there. And I saved the pieces that I cut off there in my tray here. But I thought that was so pretty, just to glue that little piece on there like that, because I don't want to cover up any of this. I just thought that was so pretty. So this little coin envelope is decorated. And then this one here has something on the bottom too that I made sure I kept. And this is double-sided scrapbook paper. But yeah, I just liked that other side the best, so I'm using that side, because it has that label or whatever on it. I just really think was so cool. Has some words on there, and I'm doing the same thing, just centering that on here. Now this one I could further decorate. This one I don't want to. I don't want to cover up anything, but if I find something, I will. So this one we'll see. I haven't had it picked anything out. And in this one I liked too, this side. It has 2 sides. This side's cool too. It has like a pattern, sewing pattern information on it. This looks like Tim Holtz. I wonder if it is. But anyway, this has February on here, and it has Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I can't see what that says. Oh, does it say Sunday? I'm not sure. But anyway, I liked that little kind of calendar, almost looking, or maybe like a planner type, little miniature planner page or something. I don't know. I just liked that because it looked like you could write on it too, if somebody wanted to, and it looked more open to decorating. And this little part over here just looked very vintagey, so I decided to use that. And then I had this floating around from it says 25 yards on here. It's from something I bought, I believe, at a thrift store, and this little piece tag or whatever was on it, I just thought was cool, and I kept it, and it's been sitting here waiting for me to use it. So I'm going to put it on here, down in this right hand corner here. I just thought it looked like it belonged there, and it would be cute there. So that's what I'm going to decorate this one with so far. I could find something else. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to say, as far as I know, this one's done. I'm going to put it over here to the side where we don't really, I mean, I think you can see it, but I'm going to pull these down here so we can see these. And then we're going to look through here and see. So I've got all of these pieces here left from my Happy Mail. So I still have a lot of pieces I can use. All of these from the 2 Happy Mails. Oh yeah, I got this. So like this is really cool. I could use on here. Let's see about that. Here's the 2 pieces I cut off from these pieces I used on here. I have them right here. So this will be possibility to use. I have, this is a scrap, I think, of mine that I had in here. Oh, I wanted to decorate this envelope too. Yeah, let's pull that out. That I got in the Happy Mail. And then here, there have these pieces that are open for decorating something. This is a little big for, or maybe this could go in the envelope though. That would be pretty, like in the middle of the envelope. I don't know, we'll see. We might do that, we'll see. Here's some stamps that, where did I get these? Oh, these are from Maria's mail. I could even put stamps on there. That would be cool. Here's some bunnies. I could use the bingo card. These are all from the Happy Mail. This is another piece like these. I'm going to put this together. And then, let's see, one more piece from the Happy Mail. A little kitty cat. This is a very vintagey looking kitty cat too. And here's a sunflower, which could go with this. Is a sunflower, and this has a sunflower. And then I've got these labels here that are mine. And I think I actually had an envelope in here too, I think this is an envelope I had in here. I think, I don't know. Anyway, let's get that out too. And I've got some washi tape in here too in case we need it. So let's put these back down. So this is what I have left in here. And then all these pieces are spread out. I think this purple, it doesn't go, the white doesn't look good on there. Let's see how it looks on here. It actually looks better on there. It kind of blends in. And the purple stands out more. I might put that on there. I kind of want to see what I can do with the two sunflower pieces here too. So let's put the, I don't want to get these too low where you can't see them. But yeah, this sunflower and this little label. Let's see. Let me see what's on the other side. This had a cool kind of sticker on it too. And I just left it on here because I thought it was cool. This little piece right here. I don't know what that's from, but I like it. So I left it on there. Okay, so maybe I'll put one on each. I don't know. I don't want to cover up too much as far as this can be all writing room, but that looks cute like that. This could be, if I put this down here though, it'll be hard to get into a pocket, you know? But, or I could put it on this side. I'm picturing it also as, well, I could put this up here, but I don't want to cover up. I just like the words here, date and reference. So I'm thinking that this could also be put on the edge of a page as a tuck spot. Like this side, well, I guess, let's see, turn the page over and I put it here. Say, okay, let me use this journal as an example. So, say I want to put it here. I would put it like this and have the flower here, or if I want to put it on this side, have the flower here. And it looks cute on both sides. So, yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking at the moment. Oh, I didn't show you. Let me show you one more thing I forgot. I'm going to reach over here for a second. I'm going to lean way over, so you're probably just seeing my whole head here. I made all these two out of the heart chandelier, some pieces. Oh, here's some hearts. I was wondering where those were. I was thinking of these when I was mentioning the heart chandelier and my heart punch. But yeah, I punched out the hearts here, as you can see. Here's a bunch. Yeah, here they are. I looked over there on my dresser. I was like, what did I do? And they were right over here on my table. But yeah, all these little hearts I punched out. This is a heart from the heart chandelier. These are punches. Punches, heart chandelier. So yeah, I have a lot of hearts now. And then these also, I used my whale tail punch. I just punched out some little tabs. So these are all little tabs punched from the, look at this one, very pretty, from the heart chandelier. So I just used those, the big, really big hearts, like you would use cardstock, you know, just some, like cardstock scrapbook paper. basically, is how I kind of thought of it when I was using it. I thought, well, I'm just going to use it like this because I didn't want it sitting around. So, all right, so I'm going to do that. Why don't we'll make one for either side. So this one, maybe I'll put this over here, and then, you know what I mean? So this can go on one side of the page and this can go on the other, although this is a little thinner as far as narrower. So this would work better for that. This is a little wide. So maybe I'll make this one, put this one on fully so this can be tucked into a pocket. I think that's a good idea. And I think this is a sticker. Oh, it came right off. Look at that. Oh, it's an acetate or a washi sticker. Cool. I should have known that. I don't think I realized that. Let me make sure it's straight here. Let me make sure it's straight, or try to make sure it's straight. Let me straighten this out. That would help, right? I'm kind of like excited now. It's such a cool sticker. I love washi stickers. Okay. This, I like them because they disappear into the, whatever you're putting them on, you know, and become part of it. And you can see through them. So they like, you can see the lines through them. Oh, that looks beautiful on there. I'm so glad I decided to put that on there. I just didn't realize it was a washi sticker. I was picturing it with the white, but that is so pretty. Look at that. Simple things are so pretty sometimes, or all the time. Okay, this one is, I took this off of the envelope, the little card that was in the envelope from Carol. And so, yeah, decided to use it. I'm going to glue it down right there with some Fabri-Tac. So we'll have all these pieces decorated, ready for my vintage journals that are coming up. Okay, yeah, I want this one on this side and that one on, but this one I'll probably use as a tuck spot. Okay, so let me let that dry. Those two are cute. And then, so, let's see. So we already put this little tag on here, although I feel like I need some more. I feel like I didn't put enough glue on there. I should have used my permanent glue. That was probably, would have been perfect for that. Because I could have got it on every inch, every last little square inch of this little tag without worrying about it oozing over, but I think we're good. Okay, so, all right, so, yeah, these are probably too big for this, but let me see. Oh, that actually looks cute right there. That actually looks really cute right there. I like that. Okay, I think this is a washi sticker too. So you're going to be able to see that little print probably through it. Oh yeah, I like these. They come right off. Sometimes they're hard to get off. But these are coming right off. And this is pretty with the green and the red berries. Yeah. And they stick down really nice. Yeah, that's pretty. Let me just kind of burnish it down with my thumbnail there. That's really pretty. Okay, now I feel like I need something on here. It looks so plain next to that one. All right, let's see what else I have. I have, this is too big, although I do need to cut that down more. Let's cut it down and see if it's, like, this is definitely going to be too big. This is a possibility if I cut it out a little bit more. And that kitty cat, I think, is too big for that. So we still have 2 envelopes to decorate. Let's cut this down a little bit more and see if it will fit. It is cardstock behind it. It's actually cardboard from the envelope. This was outside on the envelope that Maria sent. This little bingo card. This sticker, I guess. I wonder, I don't think I can get it off of here. I don't think I can get it off the cardboard. Can I? No, I'll probably ruin it. Or will I? Let me see. Ah, because if it was a little thinner, that would be good. Yeah, I can get a layer off there. Let me see if I can get any more off of here. It's got a little, oh, it's trying to rip right over here. So I want to be careful. That's why I'm going at it on this. Oh, I got something here. Yeah. Yeah, if it was a little thinner, that would help not make this so bulky. Okay, I think I'm good there. Yeah, that's a lot thinner. Get any more? I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me peel cardboard. But it's an idea. You can peel layers off of things sometimes. All right, I think it's good though. Let's go ahead and glue this down on here because I think it just really needs something now that I see the other one looks so good with that little piece on it. So, and this is a real vintagey looking too, so we're just I'm gonna just be outside of my comfort zone here, kind of putting too much on here as far as for me. For me it's a lot, for other people it probably wouldn't be. But for me it's like, covering up things. I don't know about this. Okay. All right, I think that is enough. So these coin envelopes are now decorated. All right, I'm going to put that in our pile of done stuff. Now, we've got, kind of wanted to put some layers on here before, let's see where my flaps are. This flap doesn't open. I think that's why I put it in here, to decorate it. And what I can do is, like I know how to get these open. You can, you can get envelopes open if you want to. But I've got plenty of envelopes. I don't need to get it open. So I thought I would use this as a pocket. So I'm going to cut the end off here. And I think I'll decorate this way as a pocket. Okay. So this one will be this way as a pocket. This one will be decorated as an envelope for the moment, but I'm going to decorate it this way. Okay. The flap is here. So it's like right side up. All right. And I think I want to use this little, this is, the background of this is like the same color of this envelope. I think I want to cut it out a little bit more, though. Maybe a little shape, make it a little shapely. We'll see if we can do that. I like the torn edge, but I want it to look like, almost like a sticker on here. So that's why I'm cutting it out like this. Otherwise I would leave it, because I do like that torn out edge. But I think it'll kind of like almost look like a washi sticker if I cut it out like this, I think. We'll see in just a second. What is that? Is that a bug? Wait a minute. There's something here. Is that a leaf? I'm trying to think. I don't think I'm going to keep that. Oh, it's cute, but I think I need it to be closer to the stem. All right, there we go. See, that's what we have. I think I'll put it over here because I might put some stamps up here. I've got, where's the rest of the stamps? I already used them. Wait a minute. The stamps aren't the right color though. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna bring this over too. That I got for my birthday from my daughter-in-law, my son. I say daughter-in-law because I know she picked it out. I said her first because I know she picked it out. You know what I mean? All right, let's glue this down with some. Let me get my little glue pad here. My glue guard. I was using some stamps on here because deciding on, well, I wanted to use this one because I like this one. It works. These, this and this and this are from a stamp. I couldn't get it to stamp nice, so I'm getting rid of it. It's a little set, but it never stamps nice. Like, I got it at a thrift store, and that's probably why it was there. And I had it for a long time, and I never use it. And when I cleaned out my rubber stamp drawer, I took it out to see what I wanted to do with it, and I was like, okay. I never use these, and now I know why, because they don't work. They don't work. They just don't stamp nice. So, yeah, they're going back where they came from. But let's put some permanent glue on here. Yeah, so I'm working through all this stuff I've taken out of my drawers, which wasn't that much, but still, I think I've pretty much worked through a lot of that. And then I'm ready to clean out another drawer soon. The next one is a Christmas drawer. That one's probably a little scary for me. Okay, so I put that there, and I thought I was seeing this stamp right here. We used some of these the other day on something we were decorating, but this is a little. I think these aren't necessarily washi. I think these are acetate, but I kind of want to. Can we do it backwards? You know what? We can. There we go. We're going to put the stamp over there, and we're going to put it sideways. And so then, there's lots of ways you can put it. Like, I could use this as a pocket still in a journal, or I can glue the flap down and have it flip out. You know, lots of things. I just want to see if I want to put something right here. Do I have something that looks like, maybe like a, well, I have the purple, but it's not, I don't think it's, yeah, I don't like that white on here, which I could distress it, but let me see. Or I could use a piece, hold on. Let me see if there's a piece on here that looks like a label. Oh, that looks cute. I could cut that. I think that might be it right there. Let me see. Or here's another one that looks like a label. Yeah. Okay. So, got two of these. Yay. So either this one will stand out more because it's got this dark brown. I'm going to cut this off. I'll use this somewhere else. And let's see how I want to do this. I think I want to cut this a little bit out, like the shape. And if I didn't say it, this is a craft with me. A little late, right? Like, the video is almost over. So I hope you're crafting with me or doing something you like or something you need to get done, and let me keep you company. Oh, this is like a little button on top. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it just like this. So that's where the address goes if this were an envelope. Little tiny address, but still, I think that's cute. So a little vintagey envelope. And I kind of would like to put something else on here, but I don't. Oh, I've got this whole book of. I already forgot what I got for my birthday. Let's see. There's a bunch of stuff in here. So much stuff. This is like so much. I have to ask her where she got this because it's a bunch of really cute things. There's more stickers in here. Let's see. try this little, it's the first thing I've taken out of this book. If I can get it out, it'll be the first thing I've taken out of here. I can't see at all where to, do I have all my lights on? You know what, I don't. Hold on. You're going to be like, why didn't you have that light on before? Ah. Let there be light. Okay. Because I'm just cozy crafting. Cozy crafting in the dark. All right, this is I got it off. I thought I'd put this down here. Yeah, I like that. See, doesn't it look like a sticker now? Not that it has to look like a sticker, but it just blends in better since I cut it out. All right, anything else that we need on here? I just saw something. Let's just see what I'm looking at. We're decorating this, and I just saw a white flower. Where did it go? Pretty stuff in here, right? Here's some white flowers. Not sure. Oh, here's a white flower. That's pretty. I think it's too big to go up there because you've got this all the way up there, so it needs to be something tiny. Oh, here's another little. Here's a little bit of. There's so many little things in here. That's cool. There's these bigger pieces and all these little pieces like this. I'm not sure what I want there. So much to choose from, right? I have too many choices. I need like 3 choices, and I'll pick one. I'm going to choose this right here. This little leaf. Yeah, I'm good with 3 choices. That's all I need. Give me 3 choices, I will pick one. All right, I'm going to put this right here. All right. That looks really good there. I like it. I like it. I really think it needs one more thing though. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. I just opened right to it. I was thinking something like this. And here it is. Let me see if I can get it. I almost need to tear. Oh, these pages come right out. Look at that. Makes it much easier to get something here from the edge, the inner edge. This is a long, narrow leaf. All right, I'm going to put that back in there where I got it. And put this, let's see how I want to do it. Right here. I don't want to cover up that little piece right there. You're going to be able to see through it too. It's a washi sticker. Okay. That is pretty. Okay, I'm going to call that one that. Oh, I like that a lot. When I put it over there, it looked even prettier. So that's probably the look you're getting through the camera. The look I get when I put it over there. Very pretty. Okay, here's this white one, which is going to be a pocket. Here's our opening. And so this is a white piece that I think would look really nice on here. I'm going to go ahead and put that right in the middle. I like that on the white on white like that. That looks pretty. So if you have some white envelopes that you didn't know what to do with, my husband just gave me, he's apparently cleaning out his desk. Or a little bit anyway, and he brought out 4 boxes of envelopes. And he's like, do you use envelopes? I'm like, yeah. But they're just white, you know, white envelopes from the store. They're the number 10. I believe the longer ones are the number 10. 2 of those, and then 2 of the like little ones, you know, the ones that are like that wide, and, you know, regular envelopes. Anyway, 2 of each. In fact, I forgot to bring them up here. But, oh, that looks good. I like that. Get all the corners, yeah. Okay, now what else do we need on here? These little bunnies. Would they fit on here? Let me see. Well, it's a girl with a bunny ears on and a bunny. It's not bunnies. It's a girl with bunny ears on and her bunny. Little looks like a real bunny. Kind of. If this can look like a real bunny. So this was on the outside of Maria's package, but it's purple and it's bunnies. I just think it might be too big, but I just want to see if I can just cut it out real quick. It would go together. Kind of cutting right around the sticker. As far as the sticker is kiss cut anyway, so I'm just cutting it right on the sticker lines instead of keeping anything else around it. Oh, you know what? I can cut some of this off here, some of the sticker off, cut around her shoes and make it a little smaller that way, because I really would like to see if it will fit on here. I think it would look really cute with the purple on here and the purple on here. Let's see, where does this go? Right here. I don't want to cut any part of the bunny off. Okay, and go under the bunny again. Well, I haven't cut it under the bunny yet, so not again. Okay, let me cut a little bit right over here. Some of this edging. Okay. By George, I think we've done it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that right down there. I'm really going outside my comfort zone today. Putting things over things. I mean, even that kind of like almost bothers me, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is a cardboard again. See if I can get a little bit off of here. It was on the outside of Maria's package. Thank you for Maria for all these nice stickers, and Carol for all the nice pieces you sent me. I'm really enjoying using them. I like to try to use the Happy Mail right away so I don't have to put it away. I mean, you know, why put it away? Just use it right away. I mean, sometimes you have to put it away, but... Right, do I want this sticking off the side a little bit? I could do that. That would be cute. I like that. Oh, and then it fits. I don't have to... Ooh, I resolved my problem. But it will... I'm picturing this as a pocket that I glue down. Glue this, put glue here, and glue it down. So that would be cute like that. Yeah, okay, I solved my problem. I didn't have to put it over the this piece, and you won't see the back. Once I glue it down onto something, you won't see the back cardboard. So otherwise I would make the back look nicer. Hold on, let me see how far I'm putting this over. About like that. So from here, I want to make sure I put the glue. So from here over, yeah, I think I'm doing it. From here over this way. If I put glue on the wrong spot, then I'm going to have to wipe the glue off. Alright, and I want this all glued down nice here. So, because it's kind of thick and I don't want it to come off. Okay, so about right here. About right there. Right on the edge a little bit. See that purple? 2 purples? They're different purples, but that's okay. So cute. All right, anything else that I have that is purple that I could put in there? I could put a word on there, or, oh, are those stamps purple at all? No. No, those are too big probably. And there's probably just two bigger pieces in here. Let's just look at this real quick. Some of those scraps that I cut off. Let me just look at my other pieces real quick and make sure there's no purple. I don't see any purple. Okay. Let's layer these. I like that. I like this actually. Let me see there's a little, this is a little uneven. Let me even this up. It almost looks like washi tape, doesn't it? Speaking of washi, there's not really any purple in there, but it might, we might want to add some of that. This piece looks like it could be written on almost, so I might do it like this. Or cut this off. Put it like this. And I can use up these two little scraps. But I'm wondering about putting a piece of washi down on this side. I think I'm just going to do it. We'll see how it comes out. I'm just going to go for it. So I'm just going to put a little permanent glue here for the washi, you know, so it stays. Otherwise, who knows if it's going to stay or not. Probably not. So, all right, where do you start and end here, mister? Here you go. And I'm just going to rip it off. Okay, now I'm going to use a little Fabri-Tac on here. Oh, this side is flowered. Oh, I didn't see that. Kind of purpley flowered. Oh, I might have to change my game plan here. Yeah, I think that's going to go on top. Okay, let's put this underneath. Change my game plan. Okay, so this is going to go underneath. And this is going to go on top. I'm going to use the flowered side. Yeah, I like this side, but I don't know. This other side goes better with the whole scheme of things here. Alright, used up pieces, bits and pieces, like the scraps here, and then pieces from my Happy Mail. I think that's cute, and it's a little pocket. Something can go in here. So, yeah. And then it will, if you don't think it looks cute now, it'll look cute in a journal, believe me. Something happens, magic happens when you put things like this in a journal. But I hope you think it looks cute now, because I think it looks cute now. Okay, so that was fun. We made lots of things and used up lots of pieces from my Happy Meal. I still have a bunch though, which is fine. But I think I'm going to finish up the journal that I'm working on next that I showed you as far as demonstration with the pages. But I'll put this back in here. Here's what we made. Oh, let's put these here and these here. But I don't think I was thinking, you know what we should put on here? Some words. Here's my words right here. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. Here, keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. Couldn't get that out. We are fearless, independent, and original. fall in love with as many things as possible through kindness. Throw kindness around like confetti. Okay, I think keep some room in your heart for the end. I think I'm gonna, that's a nice long one. I'm gonna put that on here. I think that'll look cute right down here. See if I can center it. That does look good, doesn't it? That black on there. And then we need a little something on here. He's eating his cereal. Focus on what's important. Eating breakfast. Be open to whatever comes next. Be you bravely. Creativity takes courage. Everything has beauty. You are capable of becoming more than you realize. Look on the bright side. I feel so lucky. Stay strong. Live simply and generously. Okay, let's see what the longest one is. Because this is a nice wide piece here. Really, these three are longest. You have a little sparkle wherever you go. I think I'm going to do this one. See, I gave myself 3 choices and I picked one. All right, do I want it there? Or do I want it here? No, I don't like it there. Do I want it up here? No. Do I want it over here? No. All right, it looks best. It looks best at the bottom. It does look nice there, actually. It adds a nice little something, I think. Now, I could put a tab on this one. I don't think I would put a tab on this one, though. So we did work on these today. We just did that. I don't think I have a tab that would look good on here at the moment. Do I? What is this? This has black and white on it. I don't think this would really go. No, I don't think it would really go. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. I think this video is probably long enough anyway. I hope you enjoyed some cozy crafty time, and I will see you on my next video. I need to finish up this one, and I think I'm going to go through and see if it needs any more ephemera, and these are supposed to be very lightly decorated, but I would like to put a few stickers in here, so at least I have lots of other things, tabs, and I've put the ephemera in here already. So yeah, we'll see. I'll put a few more decorations in there, and I'll be ready for the flip through. So that should be next. If you want to see that, and if you're interested in that journal, just come back for my next video, which should be tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.